ear. Let's see how long it's on. All right, to go to eyeball. So when I put up the picture that I wanted, it all of a sudden only went to Facebook. It changed everywhere else. It wouldn't let me put this picture up, although I put it up before. So do we just do it the classic way? First, let me share my screen with you. See, I put when you went into my account, you started looking at my pictures and y'all was looking at my family's name. And then Country Wayne, all of a sudden, he got fucking using these same names that belong to my family. He just say I'm different. Yo, let me tell you, you don't never put no woman in front of your change A. I'm never putting no woman in front of my change A. I kept warning. I said I'm a yeah. I put Country Wayne in my title and told him I'm gonna come for him because he's fucking around with Shades too. So I can't even watch Country Wayne, and I love watching Country Wayne, but because Shades Tube on that shit, I don't want to watch it. First, look how many trackers came on as soon as I put my shit up. Ads slash trackers. Y'all wonder why the fucking stock market is going down because y'all being dummies. You acting like niggas. I wouldn't, yo, I'm gonna check, yo, after I'm putting people name out there, check them the fuck out. If I put their name out there, check them out and then start saying, and then start backtracking and see who you don't want using your shit. I trademarked my face and I let a woman talk about me. All she wanted to do was talk about me. And she don't know that she going to jail. She don't even know they was recording her words. And so look, I'm gonna show you the mayor of Philadelphia. Shout out to our mayor. First, look at this right here. Look at this dummy think that he's controlling the narrative. I control the narrative. I know you do. Look, OUUUUUCJ. I already said that I opened Pandora's box. So when it go that when they say this, I already know what that means. But it goes to a group, not to you, you dickhead. You said dickhead. It's really OUA12. This, yo, I'm telling you, you gotta watch who you fucking with. Look, this is the mayor of Philadelphia. Old head just published this, and he say, just for the record, David O would have never done this to the taxpayers, but I'll be at the show. David would have never did. David would have never did that. Yeah, David would have never done that to the taxpayers. What you, Rainwater, and Ratchet TV had done to the taxpayers down in Dallas, Texas. And when you come up to Philly, Jigga, he's gonna be up here. Goofy. What you say, Goofy and Donald Duck? Yeah, we don't know no Donald Duck up here. We don't know no Goofy up here. None of that shit. That's how you separate my. Like it's water. So you read that backwards. After I love it, it says 312. But I'm gonna read it backwards and say 213. Or move it around. Move them around. 213. How many shares? 11 and a 7, and I see 711. No, it's 711. Even backdoor little Joe. You gotta love music. Because I'm looking for, I mean, someone calls me and asks me, who is this lady? You don't know the mayor of Philadelphia. Who don't know the mayor of Philadelphia? I was in her live, just talking, and they was criticizing, and I was standing up for her. So shoot, I flushes y'all out. Now I ain't take a picture of what somebody sent me on my phone, but I was playing the game, so I ain't even know they kids all me. They called me from Facebook where I had just posted. I'm playing the game. I'm sick, hunting the sniper. I'm playing a game. I just, yeah. Then we went and played the game. I left it for everybody to say what they wanted to say. Mayor Parker is from around my way. Yeah. So if you ask me to do something to her, no, I'm not doing nothing to her. I ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing to me. So I'm in her live and I'm going off on jokers. And then somebody named Newton came up. I guess they was testing me, see if I knew what the fuck I was talking about Wawa and Comcast. Well, I said, Wawa ain't do shit for this. They fucked up. That family fucked up because I told my niece, dude, they getting ready to whoop pop. So if I put up those papers and show how I whooped Wawa's ass, I anybody they fire, yo, I whoops your ass. When people get fired from the job, I beat them and make them pay. Yeah, I make them pay unemployment. Just gotta know. I showed y'all. I done showed y'all all the way from MCC, Maternity Care Coalition. It, y'all, y'all keep fucking with our family some type of way, and I'm not gonna keep playing. I don't keep playing with y'all. I don't keep playing with y'all. Represent people where I can represent them at. Yeah, at the lowest levels in the process. Or do you want to go to court? Yeah, they said. Yeah, make you settle at the earliest. Gardner. Like I say, when I say I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I do gardens. But I got that from somebody. Yeah, I do gardens at the five. Don't nobody own me. I'm indigenous here. I'm indigenous to this land. I'm gonna need you, but it take people time, you know. But I just know the laws of the land. So I'm showing y'all, yeah, how far back we go. So if I was here, if our people was here before the Federal Reserve, Newton, and I show you, I'm continuously showing you, I'm taking y'all back down memory lane while they doing what they had to do. I'm taking y'all all the way back to show you how far we go back. So even when the discovery doctrine was in, yeah, whoever Newton was, he was from over there. And then he came over here, he slept with somebody over here that was already here. Or else the presidents wouldn't be able to have a indigenous day, indigenous American day. He wouldn't be able to put that in there. Now, people can talk about the King James version of the Bible all they want, but I told you, I don't care if King James was gay or whatever he was. He ordered people to just, you know, translate the Bible. So when y'all start talking that Shakespeare and all that shit, I don't be wanting to hear all that dumb shit. I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. Y'all go talk that bullshit to somebody else. I want to hear it. There was a Texas receptacus, the accepted version of the text. So I used the King James version because I know how to interpret it. And that's the Bible I got right here. And in the back of that Bible, it got a whole bunch of stuff that I wrote down. But mostly, importantly, whoever was looking in it, yo, it has a concordance. And it's got all of this, everything that I highlighted and the colors that I use to highlight certain things. I didn't tell y'all I was perfect over here or not, and that's why I tell you don't come over here. I ain't no priest. I ain't none of that. If you don't want to be over here, don't be over here. Don't strike my goddamn channel. How you gonna strike my channel on Wise Learned Leaders when I don't? If you don't agree with what we saying on Wise Learned Leaders, get the fuck out of here. Don't be fucking trying to strike us no fucking false copyright. Because when it came down to it, you ain't do shit. Nobody, not Ratchet TV, none of y'all fought. When I beat y'all asses and told y'all, yo, them copyright strikes is bullshit, and you know you can go to jail for that, I'm just building up copyright strikes to take you on a RICO. And say that you put in and say it's unfair competition. Y'all some dumbass. And the whole time I'm just saying, yo, I'm just drawing y'all in. At first, I show you Queen 88. I said that to Queen 88 and Ratchet TV. They went and spread their lies. They kept lying. And then they struck, yeah, my other channel. How many channels y'all want to strike? And then I got your voice saying all that and saying these words, David, but they got, oh, would have never. That's what you call Operation Lasso. Yeah, I wasn't after nobody except Ratchet TV, Rainwater, 88. Yeah, yeah, somebody else got in the way. Yeah, that was by mistake. No harm, no foul. But y'all kept trying to put other people in it. But the best picture I ever took was of I put $1,000 worth of securities with Treasury Direct. We're a private equity, and that's why I don't want my shit being out there. And this woman put all my private business out there, and she's yelling it and saying how much of my business she's putting out there. Oh, you mad because of this? Yeah, you can get a lot of people in trouble. I bet you your dumb ass the next, well, it won't be no next time when I file because, yeah, they're looking at my company now, but we got a heads up, so we all right. Which I knew they was going to come to our company anyway and try to investigate what you try to put out there. Yeah, but we are all right. See, Keystone first is here. Data breach with my name. It's just going full circle. We still don't know nothing. I wouldn't give a fuck who came over here. I don't know nothing. And anybody in my family that put that information out and was playing with you, yeah, you hooked up with the wrong crowd because I show you, yeah, my Aunt Janet is in Atlanta, and on that wired phone that's all hooked up and all the shit that people monitoring, I'm telling my mom, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about her. She tried to steal from grandma, her and Keith Anthony Solomon. But one of them numbers belongs to Kai Solomon, which is a K, but y'all saying Kai, but it's when in my joint say Kai, we pronounce it Kai. So when I take the picture of my sister singing and she's white and it's all white, my sisters are all singing. I told that bitch, and I'm gonna call you a bitch because you kept thinking you was a dog. You was a female dog. You is a female dog. That's what a bitch is. A female dog. You thought you was coming up against me. You don't come up against me. Talk about I gotta get in the place where I belong. Where I belong. The man belongs in front. That's the problem with some women. Is they believe that they believe they should be in front, but it ain't nothing wrong with a female woman holding office. So I don't know what you was trying to poison me with, what movement you was trying to move forward. That shit ain't going nowhere. I'm shutting it the fuck down. Your channel, you know what a gag order is? I'm gonna make it a gag order. Who you was talking about? Put my shit out. You just put shit out on my doctor and everything. That's a that's a medical leak. Yeah, you gotta stop the bleeding. I'm not the one. I told you I'm the solution. So nothing was gonna stop. Because if I'm private equity bank registered with the treasury and I know exactly how many people on the board, who is the president and all that. Yeah, Jekyll Island. Yeah, on the train, I show you all that shit. You had to go through Georgia to go to Jekyll Island. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Two people. Alter ego. You want to see that other side of me? I'm telling you, I like to laugh and chill. When people start asking me questions and shit, I don't feel comfortable. You need to start running. All you gotta do is run the cursor over these symbols that I'm using up here, and then tell you what it is, what it means. So, cause I hate questions, especially if I'm be over here all this time talking, and then somebody come ask me a question, a dumbass question, because people believe that. I mean, you got so many cliches. People believe that there is no dumb question. That's because they don't read the Bible. Yes, it is a dumb question. If I already asked you, if I already answered it, yeah, Moses, yeah, he asked the Most High a dumb question, and he answered them and said, "What did I tell you? Move forward." That's it. So people be wondering why I'm so mean. I mean, because I don't feel like talking. I don't want to talk and have to answer something fucking 20 fucking times. Yeah, why this and why that? What you mean? Why? Why what? I already said it. I don't know nothing. So why I gotta do all these shows and put that across the screen and say, we don't know nothing. Yeah, we don't know nothing. I ain't, and all I know is when the people ask me something, I said I ain't in no gang. So whoever they was asking about the boy, if the boy was in the gang, I don't know nothing about the boy. That ain't my fucking business. I mind my fucking business. I ain't in no gang. So MGR, yeah, when Rainwater try to put on a production, no, you not getting ready to wrap me up and shit, nigga. You thought you was fucking playing with somebody. Is this real? my, my homies don't play, yo. Love my city. We got a way to communicate that keeps fully happy. We chilling. We don't know nothing about what happened down there in Texas, East Texas, that Rainwater think he control it. Yeah, go ahead and control it, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. All the people that's testifying for you, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm lining them up. Yeah. You say rainwater out your fucking mouth. Yeah, Shades 2, fucking Decay, Ratchet TV, MHB, all these motherfuckers that keep saying rainwater out their mouth, except for rainwater gonna get his. And she said I better not touch him, so I didn't touch him. So control the narrative, bro. Get your ain't nobody ever hung no shit up like that. Every time I tell y'all that nobody never did something about me, what they do, I say ain't nobody never made this song about me. What DJ Q do go and do? Make a diss song. You control the narrative. Competition is what thrives and what drives our economy. I'm in the real estate, bro. Commercial real estate. And when I told you I was gonna put drop a fucking lien on your shit, I wasn't playing. You said you worth $3 million. Three times that is what? $9 million. Then you add in Ratchet TV shit and Shades 2 shit. and everybody else, 88, all of these people that was talking shit, all of them people, shit start to get high. But as long as that money go back to that foundation and shit go back the way I was living before then, yeah, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Why you think I didn't file yet? The threat. Just listen. A rumor kills a company. A rumor. So y'all wanted me to take y'all all the way to the Lehman Brothers and show you how, a rumor killed that company. All you had to do is watch the movie. This is Wall Street. Who is it? Michael Douglas, the Gecko Boy. If, if what's the boy name? What's his name? He was in jail same time I was. But he died in jail. They gave him like 150 years. But he just took control of the room when he talked. I forget his name though. Yeah, they stayed in New York, and his son committed suicide and all of that because they just couldn't take the pressure from what they pop did. But he was controlling the SEC. He wouldn't let them come in his building or any of that. And he was running a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, even one of Berkshire Halfway boy, he got taken by him. He got he lost money to that same dude. If I tell you the Wall Street Journal, what is that? Yeah, I told you. If I can tell you all the way back to the time I was in jail, I remember what Sprint was selling for $2. A stock. It was my man throwing it over there. He used to send me. I was in the hole in Farrington, New Jersey. So he used to send me the paper, but he thought I was going to tell him about something. Tell about what? I didn't even know what he thought, but he just was sending me that paper. So I used to read it. I'm like, damn. But I remember who was in the cell with me and the who was in the NBA playoffs at that or the championship. So now that I'm out, I still read the world the same way as if I'm reading the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, be a lot going on. But if I was upset about Martha Stewart because she got 6 months because she was meeting with her friend, somebody see a trying to take a picture of them eating together, but She got 6 months because her friend said he was leaving the company. She can't fucking. She's supposed to just lose her money because her friend told him like, yo, I ain't gonna be CEO anymore. She's supposed to just. She wrong because she pull her money up out the joint, but she had to do 6 months in jail. Yo, a lot of shit be petty. So yeah, I learned how to be petty too. Then learned how to be petty. Yeah. If I feel like this company that I invested in is full of shit or it's not structured right, yeah, I'll help the structure, but then I'll pull out. But if I'm pulling out with all my stock, my business stock, and I didn't hear anything. I ain't do no insider trading. That was a private corporation. So I know how much that stock was worth, and I know who those securities was with. Wells Fargo Bank. So Wells Fargo, and then that joint the trust was from Bank of America. Yeah, I know everybody that was on that joint. Y'all was at my goddamn computer because y'all was trying to find out. Y'all took that I had that trust paperwork. Yeah, I like to close banks down or companies, but I don't like that for people have to be unemployed. So I I roll with the punches. You know what I mean? Philly shell. Roll with the punt. You gotta roll with it. You lean with it, rock with it, or whatever. I don't want to be the king. I don't want to be in charge or anything. I just was the trustee and still the trustee of a trust. So I start noticing the shit down in Georgia starting to move the way it ain't supposed to move. But hey, they were before me, so if they moved that way, I'm just wondering. But I'm not trying to make a big thing out of it. You know what I'm talking about? As long as there remains enough to back me up, there remains enough to back our family up. Whoever people marry, I don't care who you marry. You could be a woman and marry another woman. You could be a dude and marry another dude. That's your business. I don't be going kicking in doors saying that ain't part of the trust. Trust is to mind your business. The money itself talks. There's stuff written on money and it says something. And you know what it says? Mind your business. Benjamin Franklin was telling people on the money to mind your business, to do whatever they came over here to do. See, most people will tell you shit. They don't tell you everything about the law, and they don't know everything about the law. But you sit in jail for all this time, I read the Federalist Papers. I didn't tell you every book. I read the Federalist Papers, what they intended things to mean, everything. I worked for an insurance company in the law department. I received a judgment from a federal judge. And I wrote him and told him who lost money. I was trying to ask him who lost money. So those banks gonna keep coming after us. My family, they gonna keep coming after. They gonna keep coming after us. But I said the buck stops here. You know what happens? When I go look for a sniper, yeah, it's a buck. But I show you I don't show the picture of the buck that I ran up on, but I show you a picture of the deer that was down east side. It ran away because somebody was back there and they said, yeah, if it comes through that, if it jump over that gate, I'm gonna eat it. You see that pink right there? Every time I see pink, I think of breast cancer. Susan B. Komen. I don't know what she did. I don't know. But when I put on this, you see me, let me put me full screen. If I say I'm the Owls and then someone changed their channel and call themselves the Night Owls, you looking at me because I got my hat on and I got it turned backwards and it says Owls. But what I look like, S L, take this W and put it over here with this up and say slow. And so when people call me slow, yeah, I want you to think that I'm slow. That's what the word tells us to do. The owls are called the temple owls. I just know what the temple was supposed to be, or the sanctuary. I don't care what other people think about. Yeah, you sending people at me because of what I believe. I don't care about what you believe. I don't care if you practice Demonism, I don't care about nothing that nobody else practice. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me practice how I want to practice. I'm trying to do what the Most High said to do. I got a promissory. I gave him a promissory note, so I give as much as I can give, and everybody I gave to, you fucking come. You, you say I'm taking advantage of you because I gave you something. I said, be blessed. Y'all got the fucking IRS on me and everything. But the IRS don't have no authority over me. They owe me money. Yeah, a lot of people owe this person right here and his partners, which I don't even know who all my partners is. I don't even know because we filed in Delaware. So now you collected no information you collected on me. It count. You can't bring no goddamn no case against me or nothing because I show my name. Somebody was reviewing my name. They sold a property that belonged to me, and it was from Champion Mortgage, and that's not a bank, but it's backed by Key Bank. Some shit just was meant to come out the way that it come out. But I listen, I didn't ask for it. Yo, but it'd be a fire truck or a cop. Always, anytime I move, it's always somebody moving too. They moving, they moving around. Maybe they not stalking. Maybe they protecting me. I don't know. All I know is when they see that mic come in, when I come in to your chats, yo, Jokers just stopped it. Why y'all stopping y'all Jones? I'm just coming over there to chill. I ain't trying to fuck your shit up. You said you got the drop. So I'm just trying to come over there and hear what drop you got. I ain't, not to bring it on my channel or nothing like that. I'm just, you said you got the drop. I just noticed Queen 88 was up there still talking her shit. Like, yo, ain't nobody knocked this bitch off yet. For real, on some real shit. I don't want, yo, don't nobody want that concrete ass. I don't give a fuck about 88. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for people that attack me for no reason. And I was trying to help you, and then you brought this shit on the internet. I don't feel no, I don't feel nothing. I'm numb to that shit. Just like they heard on the phone that I told to my daughter's mom. I'm numb to you. Numb, meaning I don't feel nothing, but I'm gonna protect you still. So as soon as I post that, I mean, you see, you had like four diamonds out there because I just kept talking to like I told you, nigga. Yeah, I'm telling you, coming over here acting like you fucking. I already know you're part of the dream team. You know what the dream team is? They used to call it Dream Team Philly. Yeah, the government. So ain't nobody gonna touch you. Not me. I ain't touching you. I'm just over here talking shit. This is entertainment purposes only. Everything I say over there is for entertainment purposes only. The mom, wherever the mom and whatever the mom means. The mom said they ain't want to see nobody hurt, so I ain't. I'm. I'm not touching nobody. I ain't doing nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't saying nothing. And if they took my fucking fingernails out, toenails, tortured me to death, all I know is you're gonna just send me into a place like name, rank, serial number. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get captured in the military, you only can give your name. You're supposed to give your name, your rank, and your serial number, nothing else. And I don't even know nothing else. So I wouldn't give you shit. I don't give a fuck what you did. You could put a fucking gun to my head. I'm not telling you shit. I don't know shit. I don't touch shit. Yeah. And that's what I teach my kids. But my daughter did do something like that. And I had to grab her up and tell her, don't do that again. Yeah, she used to see candy and she used to just walk right up fucking Walmart with that shit. And then I'd be in the car. You think I'm ready to go back in there and fucking pay Walmart? Nah, Walmart got a fucking loss prevention section. Yeah, you try to take one little baby girl to jail for because she picked up a taffy. I just paid you. I just put all this shit. Yeah, Tuesdays and what? Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I used to drop them DVDs. Remember? Walmart. Now y'all got these fucking robots that keep getting in my fucking way, and I'll be ready to kick the shit out of them. And they following me around the store. Motherfucker following me because I'm picking up a machete. Don't sell the machete. Why y'all gotta walk me to the front? I'm not getting ready to cut nobody. I'm just getting ready for war. Somebody want to get cut up, they can get cut up. So it's a lot of water around. But people should have a second thought about who they talking about. If you see rainwater right here, he said I was I was on this nigga top, but he said sitting in a chair trying to talk about a certain nation. Bro, that nation will never go broke. See, behind here, that nation will never go broke. What's these? I ain't even gonna play no music because I ain't trying to get no copyright strike. Yeah, all of this shit is the shit out to it. Charles Thompson. Niggas getting busy while I'm in jail. 2009, I was in jail. So y'all sold the house for $1,520, and I had on deposit $1,000. So yeah, I'm not paying for shit. I'm not paying for nothing. I'm on. I what if I go out to a place? I want to look at the place, then I'm gonna move in. I'm not paying no down payment. Don't be trying to run no credit shit on me or none of that because what you talking about? I had $1,000 worth of securities. Y'all took one property. Yeah, you think you gonna keep running the fuck the same game on me? Better the fuck out of here. Only one person liked that joint, and that was Southern Smoke TV. He the only one that said, "Yo, he like that." He came right here and watched me show that shit, and it was in yellow. It was highlighted in yellow. And he liked it. And that's how we carry on. Before I go to before I go to this other page and show you what happened, all because of y'all running y'all mouth down here. You Negroes. That's what I'm gonna call you, Negroes. And I'll show you why you fucked up already. if I got $1,000 in securities in PNC Bank, my daughter banks there, but that same bank has my money on deposit with it. Then I'm paying that bank while I'm on probation for a crime that was not a crime. That now is shown that that's not a crime. What else would you expect the markets to do? They tanking. So the more data I push out, the more the market tanks. So shut me up. You know, like the Boston Players God, he was in a wheelchair. Do something and make me feel good. He shot that fucking rock. He shot the rock. I can't even remember the boy name from Players Club. He shot the rock at the stretch. He shot the rocket at the strip joint. What was his name? I forgot. He was in a wheelchair. Oh, there you go. What you can't see in here is how did Champion Mortgage get this fucking property for $1,520 and all the money that I fucking spent into this motherfucking house? I didn't pay that much for that house. I paid $180,000, and then I had to pay that back to my father-in-law and give him some bread on top of that. I improved that house. How the fuck would Champion Mortgage sell it? Yo, who signed my name? She didn't sign it. Better find a paper and find out who the fuck signed that paper over that property over there to Champion Mortgage or the Eastern District of fucking Pennsylvania. Yeah, all them judges, that the judge, the prosecutor, that's sealing up that motherfucking my case now, sealing it up, and then leaking other information. You don't want them problems. Cause I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna make that bitch Sharon Brown come bring her dirty ass up here. Make Ratchet TV bring his dirty ass up here. Rainwater bring his dirty ass up here, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Cause I wrote the judge and told him who lost money. My grandmother, who's dead now, she refused to testify. Yeah, they got to bring out them grand jury transcripts and all that shit. My mom's still alive, so my mom, everybody in my family that got Solomon attached to their name, they better stay cool. Feel me? Because anybody that knows banking, they know what all of this means. I told you, anywhere I move, I bring value. Because I don't like to stay in filth. Where was filth at? Yeah, when I was going through boot camp, we had to be in the sand, in the mud, be around crocodiles, in the water. We had to do a lot of dirty shit. But in that third phase, we came out. You come out and you're like a fucking rock because you done went out in the field, stayed out in the dirt and everything. They done dropped you in the middle or somewhere, and you got to get back to everybody by a certain time by using this little thing it's called an asthma, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. To get back to where everybody's at. It's a helicopter. So all my fears, my greatest fears, I defeated them, except for what's gonna happen to my kids. And people keep playing around with my kids, talking about my kids on here. Yo, I will slash your fucking throat for entertainment purposes only. Stop fucking playing. You up there talking about my kids is dirty and all that. Fuck your kids too. I told you, y'all started it, and then you forget that y'all started it, and then you're trying to move on. No, y'all started it, and I'm telling you, I mean it. I'll end it. Got this dickhead ass Ratchet TV talking about I ended one YouTuber's career. No, you didn't. My career has never been YouTube. My career was never a career. What I do is deal in real estate. I don't work for nobody. I refuse. Now, I got a channel that the military gave me for free. I don't know what they doing. I don't know what it's showing right now. If you don't got premium, that's why I'm not over there. If you don't got premium and you looking at me on that channel, yeah, if they showing I don't know what they doing. That ain't my business. I'm not in the military. I'm just a military veteran. But they do, I wait later and I see what they doing, or they might send me something and say, yo, watch out for this, that, and the third. All right. I said, if you dox me, you should dox me right. That was the problem. You didn't dox me right, or somebody doxed me right. A live showing of y'all doxing. Now y'all trying to act like y'all didn't been dox me. Or someone showing me how I got doxed. I owe you. So I told you I was going to decode it. But all I gotta do is see that 7-3 right there. That's the year of my birth. Then I just look at the rest of the stuff. Now, if somebody's trying to see it say TJ Cell, so only TJ that I know is the TJ from South Carolina. So I ain't seen him, but you see how strong his shit is? I mean, he's right, whoever it is, they right next to him. like in the next month. Hijacking the phone and then naming it something else. Yo, I name my computer something else all the time. So somebody was trying to make me, or they weren't. I keep putting up and it would say Ashley's iPhone. I'm like, I know the John Ashley ain't up there. Where is she? Because they got an iPhone right there, and I refuse to use the iPhone. Because look, I've read that indictment. I've read that indictment. Don't make me bring that motherfucker's indictment out, man. I ain't trying to bring that indictment up no more. I'm tired of. Yo, you ever get tired of reading? When I got, it's this angel that I had. When somebody says, if it don't apply, let it fly. Someone put something out to me, and it just caught me, and I'm just like, yo, this had to be me, because I do go live a lot. So I put it up on Facebook. And then when I see it get knocked down, like see the heat warning in effect just came in. I already know that there's heat coming in. Yo, the heat warning effect sign came in as soon as one person just clocked on. But my angel with the beautiful voice, I don't know her. She has an angelic voice. But I said, are you an angel? And she never denied it. I look at the world a different way because the Bible says that be careful how you treat people because sometimes you entertain angels unexpected. So I'm not just not trying to treat anybody wrong, but once you get on my radar, yeah, you start like you trying to put my business out in the street. I'm gonna go at you. So if you've been in my phone, you've seen a lot of things that you shouldn't have seen. But the one thing you saw, I registered myself with a bank, PNC Bank, but and it was not that $1,000 that I put in securities. Had nothing to do with us, but I put my name in front. So we don't have nothing to do with trying to murder nobody or nothing. I don't know none of us trying to murder nobody. Only persons I ever heard of, rainwater moved the gun. And I'm not going back on that. Ratchet TV. Yeah, you said what you said, bro. Help. That's on the phone. Help. You wasn't dressed, bro. I ain't say you was butt naked. I said you was wrapped around with a sheet. I don't give a fuck what you, Keith, and MHB was trying to do. I don't know nothing about that shit. Y'all trying to get into that toga shit or nothing. But if you was in it, I'd show the picture of the girl and I show the picture of Alizé. So trying to put me into anything, bro, don't be putting me in none of y'all shit because I'm not in none of that shit. Because the same way if anybody taking pictures of me, I'm taking pictures of you. If the car running, I'm running out to the car or something like that, and I hear a car running, I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna tell you to flash your lights. Ain't nobody gonna flash their lights because they know what I'm gonna do. Take a picture first. Hey, that's the 52 fake out. You gotta be from the Philadelphia to know that. 52nd Street, somewhere, you just gotta know shit. So, I'm not trying to brag like Fort brag. I don't know. It could be a sign. I don't know that somebody wanted me to see something. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing. He's number 7. Every time I show that or I say anything, I already know somebody's gonna try to infiltrate it and try to make me believe that they're gonna try to make me believe something. A year ago, what I tell y'all, that cat, that cat, a year ago, I told you that cat is Duke Farrell. Am I lying? Where is this at? In my driveway. It's another car over here. I don't know if they're gonna show it. June 25th, 2023. Yeah, this car was in perfect shape. If you get what I'm saying is I don't care about nothing else. Who hit it? They ran off. I just know that everybody got the same type of fucking in my family, they got the same type of fucking jaw. Either a window busted on that side or on the passenger side that it don't work. Yeah. How long you think before I strike back? And when I strike, it ain't with no copyright or nothing like that. When I strike back, when it's my turn, yeah, then you want to come out. But you want to come out then and get mad? No, I don't give a fuck. You should have thought about it when you was fucking with my family. I'm not paying for shit. The people that stayed next door, I already knew. I'm seeing what's going on. That ain't my business. I ain't fucking going to report the cops and then all of that. To call the cops like, yo, these two people that went in there in that white Mercedes Benz. I'm not saying nothing about who went in there with that white Mercedes Benz. That ain't my fucking business. But when I move into a neighborhood, I look up every fucking name, not look them up. You just, it tell you sexual offenders that moved into the neighborhood. Just gotta look on the shirts. Like, so that is to say, I don't play about my fucking family, the kids, and my family. Y'all been in my motherfucking every account. I don't ask for anything. In court filings, I respectfully demand, or you just give it to me because you don't want to go to court. So, yeah, they don't want to go to court. So they, bam, show me, boom, boom, you got this available and that. So I don't have really got no problems. But for that bitch, I'm getting her. I don't care about trying to kill a career, no realtor that may not know that she was involved in something. I don't care. I don't know nothing. I didn't hear the realtor talking. I heard and saw somebody in the chats talking of what they was going to do. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not greedy. So what my grandmother said is, you know how when y'all stand next, she was standing next to me. She's gonna stand by me. She stood by me. My grandmother. I wasn't worried about no fucking wife and all of that shit. I'm not worried about them standing by me. I know that my grandmother, she that's what she told whoever the fuck was in that room and the prosecutor, which was Susan Fields. So I showed a mold because then you would know that in the fields there's certain type of molds. Molds that's good and molds that's bad. Um, I wanted my daughter to take a certificate program, but she wanted to be a nurse. It starts in Cheltenham Township. Detective Lewinsky then went to another detective with some black glasses on. Then y'all tackle me, all of that shit. Yeah, I will bring everything down onto Montgomery County, but not into Philly. I ain't bringing that shit into Philly. No, I love my city. Because we moved out into Montgomery County, that don't mean shit. Where I grew up, where my children was born, where they live now, dig what I'm saying? Like jurisdictional issues and all of that shit, and who got served and who didn't get served. Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, get that shit right. I don't even give a fuck about that cruiser no more. I don't want none of that demonic shit in there that was going on. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing in there, but I know that I still got on there and I see every money, every piece of mail going there. And I can show it right now and it shows something about kids. So I know I ain't there. That shit ain't in my design. Don't put me in y'all shit. Y'all been knew that was my house, but it wasn't in my name. Just the insurance was in my name. We have a trust. Newton Oliver Robinson Family Trust. I showed the paperwork, and I'm not showing no fucking paperwork of everybody that's in the Newton Oliver Robinson family and who they married to. I'm not showing all that. I don't have time for all that. Today is January, is July the 2nd. Boom. 4th of July, Independence. Yeah, y'all trying to have me come see these properties. I'm coming. I'm coming. Whether by video, because I've been buying houses just because the way I see them on video. Or I'm coming because I want to come and see and face you face to face and see who the realtor is. Because you'll know who I am. But you see me right here. I look the same way with a little bit of gray. Nothing scared. I just shouldn't have been looking in those pictures. But when y'all seen that $1,000 positive with that Treasury Department, yeah, I bet you was changing your fucking direction and all of that mold that I showed in the correct way you're supposed to do it. Then Bowie State and everything. I kept saying it. So, I don't know who was listening. Tell should have told Sharon Brown to mind her fucking business. Like I'm telling Sharon Brown, whoever's watching, mind your fucking business. Meaning, mind your business. Not trying to be smart, like, oh, mind your business. On some sassy shit. No, mind the business that pays you. So if you saying that the business that pays you is to spy on me, bitch, then you fail. Doesn't matter about who I'm laying next to, because if that person has betrayed me, I have no problem with killing them. None. But I'm not gonna kill anybody on no false charges because I'm not gonna let no other woman tell me about, oh, they're a good woman and this and that. Man, fuck that. The fact is, if a man enters into another man's home to sleep with his woman, fuck her and fuck him too. I kill both of you. And I don't give a fuck what your status is. You're not going to change my mind about adultery in the sense of you entering in the home where my kids were. I don't give a fuck about you and that woman. You entered into the home and knew that there was kids that stayed there and had the audacity come on here. I don't give a fuck what your status is, nigga. I will snatch your ass up if I find you, nigga. If I'm gonna snatch your ass up, stop being a little bitch, trying to hide behind some group. I don't give a fuck about that group or none of that shit. I will walk through that group. Somebody better kill me before I walk through the group. I'm gonna snatch you right from the fuck from that group. And I'm talking to you, Eileen Brown, that was trying to do something. You was trying, yo, I knew I was on point as soon as I seen Brown attached to Ratchet Kennels. Ain't nobody fucking playing with y'all and trying to get me to take down the mayor of our city. I smack shit out of you like 20 times. Yo, you somebody that in city council that I would grab up and just keep slapping. Nigga, I stayed in Philadelphia. I've seen how somebody wants to take the mayor out because they want to be mayor. Just like in Congress, somebody wants to take the president down because they want to be president. So I don't give a fuck about city councilmen or none of that. I'm behind the mayor. She from down the way. I don't know you, Eileen Brown. I just know that you got the same name of motherfuckers that tell. I don't give a fuck who you got behind you. Nigga, I picked you out. If you got some heart, you ain't never hit the fucking link. I dropped the link a couple times. You ain't never hit. Stop trying to fucking hide behind your fucking office and trying to act like you trying to put pressure on my companies, my friends, any of that. No, think about that $1,000 with the treasury and if you had anything to do with that, nigga, your allegiance is to Texas. It ain't to Philadelphia. So fuck you. Your allegiance must be up in New York. I don't know where the fuck your allegiance is. I don't know where the fuck you getting your money. I don't give a fuck. I'm not counting your pockets. I just know who got attached to you. So y'all running money through them. If y'all ain't running money, yo, you running money for what? To do what to me? Yeah, leave me, my family, my company, my family of companies. Leave them the fuck alone. Because if I come live again and put your ass out there, nigga, I will put the Browns the fuck out there. All the way to 21st Street, nigga. The company. You all stupid and shit. Yo, who fucking register one company in every state, but you register the company as if it's a new company in that state? Yo, you don't know what the fuck you doing. You register yourself as a foreign company. So that means that I know that the trust that I drew up for 21st Street, a property we had down there. I know the bank that held the mortgage. I know the lawyer that was in the office when we went down there to file the deed for my little cousin, because they was married under Muslim law. But they was also married because they had a signed birth certificate. So I drew up the trust. Now, if you burnt the family for some change, yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. None of that. You're not splitting me and my people, my family, which they might not be all blood related. My family, some of them is just loyal. So if you want to be the next motherfucking Corey Kemp that receives some type of gift, a favor to betray the mayor of the city and to get at me, then be my guest. Guess what I'm gonna do? Smack your ass right down to Texas. I don't give a fuck if you what you the fruit of Islam. You a fruit, or you a Sharia. Which one? Which Muslim are you? Because I know that Farrakhan, yeah, his wife just died, but she was an Indian. She was indigenous to this land. And Farrakhan tells that story on Dane Calloway's channel. And when he tells that story on camera, yeah, he held himself and said and was saying, I think it was the Sugala trial. I think it was. Yeah. Um, Before there was a Dan Calloway, there was a Michael Solomon. Before there was a Dan Calloway. I follow him because he has stood up. So I support him. But I wouldn't give you shit. Yeah, you got that running up to the fucking police, handing the bag off right to the police. Yeah, right to the police. Right to the police. Yeah, you got that in your blood. Yeah, Devin Brown. Yeah, he, he just gave the bag. He ain't even try to run. Yeah, you got that type of shit in your blood. I'm gonna run. I'm not giving shit to the police. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna walk up to them and tell them to take me in. No, I'll walk up to them with nothing to turn myself in because I don't want them coming to my house and traumatizing my girls or whoever's with me. Storming it. No, that's the government style, federal government, and you got a lot of fucking police that do that shit now. Police stations that they'll send out fucking 20 fucking cars for what? And remember this, Upper Dublin Police Township. I ran down on you by myself. I got it on tape. And what I say to you, yo, that piece of paper that y'all make up to say just that you had contact with my daughter. And she was laughing. She thought it was funny. And I'm telling her, no, this ain't funny because they can stop you from being whatever it is you want to just because you had police contact and all you doing was cussing. But they ain't say nothing in there about the man that was beaten off or had his hands down his pants because he seen three girls. I'm not playing about that. I'll stand for that and I'll die for that. But nigga, I will run up on you and choke the shit out of you. I'm telling you, I come from the street days. Mare Street. Not from, and I remember the Rizzo times. Yeah, when he was putting people in front of the Daily News, had the black man standing on the corner with their pants down and everything. I stayed on the block with a councilman when they the bird songs. Yeah, you remember them? Yeah, on 16th Street. That cold. It was so fucking cold the night they bust the bird songs. Yeah, they stayed up about ten houses from us. And that's the same. And one of the state trooper that gave me my license. Yeah, I remember all of that. He was from 16th Street, but he worked in Norristown. Hooking up with wrong crowds can fuck you around. I don't know you, bro. But you don't want to go back to 2023, do you? I only gave you a dip in the dab of it. I'm not going against Mayor Parker. I don't give a fuck who told you. I said, my hypocrisy only goes so far. My hypocrisy. It only goes so far. So shout out to Mayor Parker and everything that she's trying to accomplish. Yeah, I was in that live and I noticed who was talking to me and what y'all was saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all was saying. I'm with Mayor Parker. You know, people was talking about, oh well, this is this and that. Man, don't nobody give a fuck about that. If y'all still paying taxes, see, I don't. Yeah, the tax gotta go up or down based upon where you live. It's a first deal. Philadelphia is a first rate city. The taxes usually be high in Philly, and then they got all these other taxes. That's Philly. So we got to make money. Got to bring shit in. I know who taking shit out. Wawa. Comcast. I don't know the Comcast family or who owns Comcast. I know the love that Comcast showed me. So I don't give a fuck about who behind, but I know the love that Comcast showed me. So I'm with Comcast. I don't know nothing else that Comcast do but provide some services for phone and cable, yeah, internet and all that shit, and they got the best prices. And beyond that, they ain't my business. I don't work for Comcast. I don't work for Comcast. But anything in my city where I grew up, I'm promoted based upon their customer service because I can't even visit. So what the fuck would I care and why would somebody be trying to come at me and I can't vote? I'm a felon. They gave y'all give me my voting rights back. No, y'all gave me my gun rights back. That's the only thing I care about. I need them gun rights back. I don't care about no other right. I already know how to go into court and all of that. You gave my gun rights back? Yeah, I need that. I'm not in the political arena. I'm not even gonna go to any concerts or none of that. Cause I did that before when the Sixers won the championship and when NWA came to Philly. Yeah, I went to that concert and it took me a whole of a lot just to get me to the Eagles game. My man, he took me to his wife where she worked at. Yeah, they was giving out Eagles tickets. So I showed up. I took a picture of the ticket, showed what game we went to, and damn, if it wasn't against Dallas Cowboys. A shitty game ended in 6-3. I think that shit was 6-3. So I took a picture of a horse shit. So when I put somebody on the back of a donkey with their ass out, hey, they horse shit to me, bullshit, whatever you want to call it. Y'all motherfuckers down there in Dallas just don't want Carl Rainwater what he is You don't want to call fucking Ratchet TV what it is. Los Angeles. Y'all don't want to call Shades 2 what she is. No, y'all want to fucking glorify that shit. I don't give a fuck. Nobody wants to hear the truth. I like lies. That's the sweet nothings in your ear. And the word says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and play my grandmother and play like she had a lack of knowledge. No, I don't go to the polls, don't care to go to the polls. I can't vote. But the president put in something with the executive order. If he put something in with an executive order, and that should apply to me because the Third Circuit already ruled on it, and there's a split in the circuits, and it didn't go up to the Supreme Court. See, that's the part that councilmen, Congress don't know that, and I know is that most of the people in Congress and council, they are lawyers. For a woman to become a lawyer, or for us to have a mayor, and someone want me to take her down? Nah, you got me fucked up. She from around the way, 19th and Shelham. And if I'm correct, she was in the oratorical contest when Constance, whoever, her name was Constance. She was the superintendent of schools, and they used to have an oratorical contest, and you used to have to speak, and there was only 13 finalists that had to. They went right down and spoke. I know I was one of them. I just don't remember everybody that was in there. But when I see her speak, she speaks. So I don't really care about what she's talking about so far as what's her name. I see how she speaks in the crowd. That means that she's an orator, like Obama. He's an orator. Knows how to read a room, take control of a room. I know, so people know. Yeah, I was in there, and I did the speech. I have a dream after Martin Luther King, but I changed it up of my dream for Philly because that's where I was living in. I did that speech like 3 times, and yeah, and then the second time I was in my grandfather's robe on 52nd and Race at Grace Redeemer Tabernacle, the church he built. He also built a church out in Atco, New Jersey. and y'all trying to erase him and trying to erase and his wife, y'all trying to erase that shit off the internet. No, I'm not having that. So y'all gonna just take over our property down there, She committed adultery on the ball on my grandpa. That's why I ain't losing fucking with him. So she took the property, then gave it to another nigga, the nigga she was fucking. I ain't going for that. That church is on 29th Street in the Strawberry Mansion section of Philadelphia. I remember that pastor. I remember everybody that got up and spoke, and I remember what my grandfather had on. And that's what you see. And you see, Mystery Gang is my grandfather having that black hat on with his. So, to end everything, you fucked up because you thought you don't understand. I said I like money. I don't love it. People misinterpret that scripture and they say money is the root of all evil. No, that's not. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. I don't love money. For what? Can it make love to me? It's inanimate. It pays bills, and that's it. So me and my man B, you know, I'm showing you the overtime, trading places. Yeah, me and my man B, we bet. Or we didn't bet. I didn't even tell him. I just registered us for $1,000 on Treasury Direct, which protects. You know how much $1,000 can protect everybody? How many people it can protect when that $1,000 is securities? Securities. Protection. Security. Surety. Now, y'all seeing people change, lawyers changing their direction because it's getting out there. Yeah. Over here, we ain't falling over here. So I wouldn't care if someone in the family was backing anything. If they called a shot or whatever, I don't know about it. I didn't call it. I'm just doing what my grandmother taught me to do, and that was worry about the properties down in Georgia. And I think that the Solomons in Texas and all that, they should know by now who I am and that they should be protecting their properties because it's getting down to who actually tried to become me. And they are not me. I don't have a twin. I have one cousin that he and I think a lot, but we're not twins. We just think alike. But at the end of the day, Robinson flows through our blood. We got Uncle Tanny, all of the Robinsons. You might not know everybody, but Jackie Kent Robinson, he knows. Jackie Kent Robinson. That's my older cousin that stood up and did them 30 years for a gun charge.